Hey guys, this is Omkar, and in this video tutorial I am going to talk about the tools in Photoshop. I'm not going to cover every tool, but I'm going to cover the ones that I use the most. And in the previous tutorial I talked about layers, so if you have no idea about layers, I would suggest you to watch my previous tutorial, which is layers in Photoshop, Photoshop tutorial 1. You can find it on my channel. Alright, so moving to tools. If you hover your cursor over any of the tools, you will see the description, and you will also see the shortcut key. So the shortcut keys are used to switch between the tools. So let's say I want to switch from the move tool to the brush tool. I can simply click B on my keyboard and it will switch to the brush tool. Similarly, if we want to switch between the tools which are grouped together right here, we can use Shift B, and that will switch between the tools which are grouped together in the tools window. So the brush tool also has pencil, color replacement tool, and mixer brush tool, and you can view these tools simply by clicking on the brush tool long enough and then leaving it, and you will see these tools. But to switch between them just by using the shortcut keys, you can simply click Shift B and it will cycle through the tools, as you can see here. Uh, it's the same for the other tools as well. So let's use the brush tool to draw something. That's a bad drawing. I'm going to use my Wacom pen tablet to draw things. I guess it is not connected, so give me a second. Yes, it is still not connected. Alright, it is connected now. So let's draw something. I'm going to use black color, reset to black color by clicking this icon, and I'm going to zoom in the canvas using command plus, and I will draw a face. Um, this is not a good drawing because I'm trying to draw something in my first attempt and it never comes out that good if I am talking at the same time and drawing at the same time. So what I'm going to do is uh, I'm going to keep my hands or my fingers on command and Z, so I can undo things faster and I can fail faster at drawing. So I can try to draw a circle multiple times and keep undoing as till I get the right one. So let's say this is good enough for a face, and then the same thing for body. So that was the brush tool, and I can use the move tool to move this layer around. I can use the lasso tool here. It The shortcut key for that is L, and if I use the tool and select certain area, I can then delete it by just pressing delete on my keyboard, and then I'm undoing that using command Z, and I'm going to deselect this area by command D. If I want to reselect, I will use command shift Z. I think I've not said it correctly. Wait. I'm not sure what happened, but I'm just going to reselect this area, and I'm going to use the move tool to move this around, and I can undo it by command Z. I will try to redo it this time using the menu, and I see step forward is command shift Z, so it should work actually. So I will try the keyboard shortcut once again, command shift C, Yeah, it's working. So I will go back again, Command Z, and deselect using Command D. Um, if I want to select this portion right here inside the face, I will use the magic wand tool. That's what it is called. The shortcut key for that is W. And if I click anywhere in this area, anywhere inside a closed area, I will select all of that. If I zoom in using Command plus, and I'm going to uh, move around the canvas. I'm not moving the layer, I'm moving the canvas. If you notice this line, this line is moving. So I'm moving the canvas using the hand tool, which is H. So I'm moving around the canvas and zooming in using Command plus, and you can see this area is selected, right? And I'm going to use the fill tool, or it's called the paint bucket tool. The shortcut key for that is G. I will just use it and select a different color, let's say the skin color. I will create a different layer, because if I uh, use the paint bucket tool right here, it will just fill on this layer itself. I will show this to you actually instead of just talking about it. So I will click on this without creating a new layer. Just click here and then Command D to deselect, and you can see this, all of this is on just one single layer. So the color as well as the stroke is on one single layer. I'm going to use the move tool to move this around, and you can notice the whole thing is on one single layer. uh, so I'm going to undo all of this, deselect, going to create a new layer, and going back to select the layer 7, going to use the magic wand tool, click anywhere inside a closed area, select the skin color, go to layer 8, and you can see the selection is still on. I'm going to use the paint bucket tool and fill this area, then deselect. And after deselecting, you can see the color is on a separate layer. I can use the move tool now to move this around, and I think I've covered most of the tools right here. I'm going to use this tool, which is rectangular marquee tool, I guess. Yeah, so I'm going to use that, select a certain area, and press delete. It will delete stuff from the layer, but it did not delete the stroke because I'm on the layer 8 right now. I have only selected layer 8, so it did not affect layer 7. Um, Other than that, you also have the eraser, which will help you to erase things. Uh, then there is the pen tool, text tool, and all of that. But I'm not going to cover all of that. So I think that's it in this tutorial. I think I will just cover one more tool, which is the crop tool. So after selecting the crop tool, you can see these things appear on the canvas. You can resize it the way you want and just hit enter. That will crop the canvas to whatever area that was selected. I'm going to undo this, and I'm going to show you a better way to do that. So I'm going to use rectangular marquee tool, select this part, just this area. Then I will press C on my keyboard, which will bring up the crop tool, and I will press enter, and it should okay, it is giving me the crop preview right now, and I will press enter once again, and it will crop. So I'm going to undo all of that and zoom out. um, I think uh, I think yes, that's all in this tutorial. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments, and let me know if you want any specific tutorial. I will try to make it. Yeah, that's all, and thanks for watching.